my cough. Moth come out. Boo. Bye bye moth. Ooh. That's a YouTube moth. How do I do this? I forget. Welcome back, I guess. Is that what I used to say? I'm nervous. I'm very nervous and I should not be nervous. Whew. Why am I nervous? Welcome back. I remember I used to say welcome back when I started every video. So I'm going to say that. It hits a little bit harder after 2 years. It's been almost 2 years. I just was looking at my last video. It was January 2023. And as I was just I was doing my same routine that I used to always do. Where it's I got my glass of water and I went to the bathroom 10 times. And then I was what's going on? I'm in a new place. So much has happened. It's crazy. So I don't know. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to say. I'm okay. I'm alive. I am happier. My last videos were very depressing. Do I seem different? Do I seem happier? I was watching one of the videos. I think even just the last one that I posted. It was the mountain cake one. And I was I'm very lonely. And I don't think I've been lonely since then. Which is maybe why I haven't had to post YouTube videos. I don't know. I have so much to say. And I don't even know where to start saying the things. And I don't even know if this video is going to work. Maybe it's just a practice. I don't know. Maybe this will just be an update. I actually have notes for a video. But maybe this is just an update of what's going on. Because I'm it's so weird to just skip 2 years and there's nothing. I mean, just for me, even if I'm watching it. I don't expect anybody who used to watch now or anything. I don't know. But, okay. This could be kind of fun. Let's go through the history. I don't really remember the history. All I remember is what I said in my last video. The year was February 2019. The world was at peace. The year? The year was... What was the year? The year was 2019. The month was February and the year was 2019. Anthony had just moved in to an apartment for the first time and a month ago. He was feeling very lonely and sad. Suicidal, perhaps? Depressed? A cocktail of mental disorders. He had an idea. He was working at Foremost Manufacturing in Union, New Jersey. And he was going into work every day, which was very hard for him. He didn't have any friends. He was functionally mute, basically, isolated, in an apartment by himself. No friends, no idea how to make friends, no idea how to live a life that's worth living. So what does he do? He likes watching Game Grumps, and he thinks, why don't I try to do that? I could buy a video recording gaming thing for $20 and a microphone for $40 and a camera for $50. Actually, I didn't start with a camera, but whatever. I don't know why I had this idea. I remember sitting in work and being ooh, this is a cool idea. I could talk about social anxiety over video game footage. That way I'm too nervous to show my face. I don't know. It appealed to me. And I remember thinking ooh, that's a good idea. I hope nobody has had it before. And obviously nobody had it before. I don't know. Maybe that's not true. But nothing is new under the sun. Except for social anxiety gaming. I just invented something. So it was an interesting idea to me. I don't know. I enjoyed doing it. The first game I ever played was The Last of Us. Because that's my favorite game and it still is. I was very nervous. I feel nervous now too, but I don't know. The year was 2019. I remember why I started this channel. It was to practice talking. I can't even remember why I started. I had no other avenues for talking. I never talked. I literally never talked in my entire life. Before that channel, I did voice memos in my car on the way home from work to practice talking. I had the idea, which is basically true, and it still is, like I still need to practice talking more. I'm not good at talking because I never talk. So I need to blah, blah, blah. I need to do this thing with my tongue where it goes like this. Blah, 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 blah. More. I need to exercise that muscle. There's also like a thing where your brain has thoughts and your mouth needs to say them, but the connection between the two things isn't I don't know, you take it for granted that it can just happen, but it doesn't. You need to practice it. It doesn't make sense to say. Even now, it doesn't make sense to say. But I'm remembering that that's what I thought, and it was true. Because I was basically mute when I started this channel. I had to... Maybe I still have to do this, but I had to force words out. Like I just had taken a deep breath, and I had to force words out. They wouldn't come naturally. So every week, I sat down in my apartment, and I talked for about 3 hours to practice. Throughout the week, I wrote down notes about things I thought about, and if I didn't talk about them here, I would never talk about them to anybody. Movies, anxiety, concepts, things that I was doing, things that I was trying, therapy, trying to make friends. I did that for 2 years, and then I found a new job. When I first found the job, I was basically just looking for anything to get out of New Jersey and out of that place, that old job. I was very lucky that I found a good job that worked for me. When I first started this job, it was full telework. And I was like, what? I didn't even know that was a thing. That's crazy. You can just work from home all the time and you don't have to be around people and be stressed all the time. That's cool. I love that. And I needed that because if I had to go into work every day, what I realized is that was draining all of my energy. I didn't have that much energy left over to push myself to try to make friends or dates or whatever, any hobbies. So I moved to upstate New York from New Jersey. Beautiful, sunny upstate New York, where the rivers are always running. And it was good. The first year here, what did I do? 2021 to 2022. So the last video I recorded, I was talking a lot about all the things that I was trying, and none of them were like materializing friends. And that was true. So that was like a year and a half in New York, I think. And it's been over a year and a half since then. So I've been here like over 3 years, a little bit. So that period is kind of, a year and a half of me trying things that my therapist said, well, you want friends? Do soccer. Okay. Do improv. And then it's like, well, do you really like it? I don't know. That's all boring stuff. Anyway. Now we get to the past year and a half. What has been happening? What has been happening? Okay, what's going on? I had a point. Okay, this is hard. My brain hurts. The channel started 2019. It was to practice talking. I had social anxiety really bad, so I couldn't talk to anybody. So I talked to myself. Then, it actually worked. It helped me go to therapy. And talking to a therapist, that's another person that I can talk to. Whoa, that's crazy. Then, I made online friends, and I talked to them, and I met some of them, and talked to them, and we did Zooms and stuff. And then the channel ended. Bye-bye, channel. I'm going to be a real person, and try to be a real person in real life. And so no more internet videos. Okay, that was weird. Why'd you do that? No, it wasn't that weird. It was a little bit weird. But the next chapter is Anthony being normal. He gets a girlfriend. He gets friends in real life. And does stuff with them. So here you go. I want to show you this. I have a little book for you. Because I like to do show and tell on the channel. Oh! I have to ask my girlfriend. Her name is Danielle. And I don't know. I was feeling weird about saying her name. I don't know. Whatever. And also showing her face in this book. But I'm going to show you. This is just the first year Danielle made this. So let's go through some stuff here. I don't know. There's me and there's Danielle. This is what I did the first year. Look at all that stuff. I ran a race. I went to baseball. I was goofy. I did New Year's. There's a Hall of Fame. This is a Christmas. That's my birthday. This is it. This is what I was working for my whole life, and I did it. Ooh. So how does it feel to be on top of your mountain with your cake? Oh, I'm eating my cake. Oh, it's so good. I have friends. I have a girlfriend. It's not bad. I don't know. I was watching that video from last time, like, I haven't been lonely since I met Danielle in March. After that video, that was January 2023. I met Danielle March 19th, 2023. And I tell her this, like, and it's true. I haven't been lonely since then. And I haven't felt actually sad. There was a type of sadness that I used to feel all the time that felt existential. A deeper, like, deep in my gut. Like, oh, everything is actually bad and meaningless, and I am bad. Like, maybe other people are good, but I am bad and broken and cannot be a part of this thing called Earth and people and doing stuff. Because I'm wrong, everybody else is right. So wrong can't mix with right or something. But since I've been with Danielle, I've never felt that. I felt anxiety. I felt sad. But the sadness, it's different. It feels surface level, like a normal person emotion. Just like, oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm happy. Oh. Nothing feels like it's in here, the sadness. Like, deep, how it used to be, just like draining your whole everything. I haven't felt that since I met Danielle. And I guess it was kind of just like a loneliness, sadness mixed together that I don't feel anymore because I don't feel lonely. It's hard to feel lonely when you think about like what I went through. It's hard to ever like, I don't know, maybe if Danielle dies then I would feel that way or something, but I still have friends now that would probably help me, and like I could kind of talk to them and be like, oh, I'm sad, and I'd be able to connect with them a little bit, and maybe I could cry with them or something, which I couldn't do before. Yeah, I feel like a person, which I never felt before I met Danielle. I still probably feel a higher level of anxiety than normal, but not much. I don't know. So yeah, if the primary goal of this channel is just like for my use to be what I want it to be, and the secondary goal is to help anybody watching, then hopefully that history is helpful for anybody who might be watching. That if you feel like you can't connect, it's always hard to be on the other side. And I don't know, an interesting thing about being on this side of loneliness is that you can forget what it was like, and you don't, I don't know, at least this is how I feel, like I don't want to remember. But then if I genuinely want to help people, which I think I do, I have to remember, because I have to be able to not make the same mistakes that other people made when they were on this side of loneliness and they were trying to help me. Because 99% of the things that people tell you when you're lonely do not help. But it's like, I am now crossed the threshold. I am better. I mean, my social anxiety is kind of cured almost. I still get nervous like making phone calls and stuff, but it's not affecting my life. Like I could do all that stuff. I ran in a race with people around me, and they talked to me. Oh, I didn't care what I look like. I look like an idiot when I run. I'm a terrible runner. I'm very slow. I'm under 10 minutes a mile or whatever. I am a goofy, floofy, but I can do stuff now, and I do stuff in a goofy, floofy way, and nobody cares. And sometimes I'm self-conscious a little bit, but not more than a normal person. It's normal. It's all normal. I could talk. I'm talking pretty loud. Remember, in the other apartment, in the last video I made, I was still kind of whispering. But in the back of my mind, in that video, I had other people back here, which maybe is good and maybe it's bad that that's gone. But I remember having mentally other people listening to me, other people watching me. They're listening to me and saying, that's weird that you're recording a video. That person is gone. He's not there in my head anymore right now. I mean, sometimes, I don't know, but whatever. I know I have neighbors, but they're not in my head right now. Well, maybe they are right now because I'm talking about it a lot, but to help people, I need to access that, but I'm still kind of so close to it that if I access it too much, then I kind of go back, maybe. I don't know. So part of me wants to forget how I used to feel, but I need to remember how I felt to help people genuinely, because if you don't remember how you felt, then you're going to give the same terrible cliche advice that the people who were trying to help me before gave me that didn't help. Like, I don't know, the obvious cliche one is like, I used to hear a lot that like, you just don't care about, like, don't worry about what other people will think about you. And I don't know how to help yet. I think in some aspect I'm not being super fair, because I think a lot of people that give you advice on social anxiety, I guess kind of like any mental disorder, it's like we all feel aspects of pretty much every mental disorder. We all get kind of depressed sometimes. We all get kind of anxious. We all get kind of OCD or bipolar or whatever. I mean, it's technically not true, but like we all kind of feel what those people feel. But there is a line that you cross when you have social anxiety into social anxiety disorder that is you can't understand it on this side. Like you feel social anxiety, but you can't understand this side of it. And so you can't help that person. But you think you can because you feel social anxiety. So you're like, oh, when I feel social anxiety, this is what I do. But that advice doesn't help the person on this side. It's too deep. It's like a totally different thing. It's disconnected from what you're feeling, kind of. You think you're feeling it because because someone with social anxiety disorder is describing what they're feeling, and you're like, oh yeah, I feel that. Like maybe not as bad as you, but like I felt that. So like this is what I do. I just like think in my head like, oh, I don't care what other people think because they're not really thinking about me. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. So now I don't have social anxiety anymore. It helps me a little bit, and now I could talk. But the person over here, that doesn't help that. What helps the person over here is, I don't know, 5 years of therapy. I don't know, but therapy sometimes, most of the time, therapy is like, doesn't help. But just over time, just trying, like, I don't know, it's just trying and not giving up. And I'm still obviously like everything's not perfect, but I'm on the other side of something bad because I haven't felt that existential loneliness that I used to feel. And I do still constantly think about that video I made, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, who knows, where I was super depressed. I was in New Jersey, and it was like Saturday night, and I was just sad. And I remember making a video that's like, life is meaningless. Why? Something that it's like in the back of my head all the time. Why is anybody doing anything? It's like, I don't know, a cliched question, but that's my own voice in my head, so obviously like that resonates with me. And I still don't have an answer to that. Why are we doing anything? The answer is to younger Anthony. It was a very good question. There's no reason, but when you're happy, you don't care. And when you're sad, you do care. When you're happy, you don't care that there's not an answer to that question. You're like, oh, whatever. It's like you feel nice things when you're alive. You experience love. There's so much to talk about. And I could talk to you forever. I don't know what to do. I had a whole idea for this video, which was to like set up, I'm going to do this now, okay? Once a week, brother. Or maybe once every other week. I'm going to get the whole setup. And so what's the point? Why am I doing this now? And why am I back? Why am I back? That's the whole point of this video. The point of the channel from 2019 to 2022 or 2023 was Anthony needs to... The point of the channel for the first 3-4 years or whatever was for Anthony to practice talking. I think it really did help to see myself externally on a video and to really feel like, oh, that guy is a person. Like, he has thoughts and he's worth something. He's there. When you have social anxiety and you are like a mute and you don't talk and you don't connect with people, you disappear. You don't feel real. I don't know. I can remember that. Like, you don't feel like you're there. People are around and they're talking, and then sometimes they talk to you and you're like, oh, like, I'm here. And then you get anxious. You're like, I'm here. Oh, I didn't know I was here. And then you don't know what to say because you've never said anything before. And I still have a really hard time holding conversations just because I don't know. I mean, I probably, well, I don't know. Before a couple years ago, I had never talked to someone more than a couple sentences or whatever. But I don't know. I've been recording for half an hour. I don't know if any of this is gonna be coherent. So the point of the channel, Anthony talking for 3 years. The point. Oh, I don't know. I feel bad that I don't have a coherent narrative of like I used to. I feel like I used to. Like, this is where it started and this bing. But here we are. I need to get my microphone with the arm. This is... Need better lighting. What's new? The apartment. What's old? The pimples are still there. The pimples are still there. The eye bags are still there. I call this one Frodo and this one Bilbo. Because they be baggins. They be bagging. The first 3-4 whatever years of the channel was social anxiety focused, centered, because that was like 99% of my personality. The channel was about social anxiety, how I'm dealing with it, how am I going to overcome it, do I want to overcome it, do I want to die, that's an option. A lot of fun episodes about thinking about killing myself, but and then I the last video that I recorded, I was trying to be like, I still kind of want to do this because I want to journal my life or something. But I didn't really have a driving force to keep doing the channel because my social anxiety was like, I don't know. I was transitioning to like not having it or something. And like having friends and being in person normally or something. I guess I could have kept doing it, but I don't know. The last video explained like why I kind of stopped, and like that just continued. So, okay, yeah. Doing the channel for 3 years, I kind of developed a deep understanding of myself, talking about myself every week, learning about social anxiety and stuff. I had a sense of self of who I was and who I wanted to be. Like, I wasn't that person, but who I wanted to be. And that was developed by, like, talking to people online and talking about myself constantly. It seems constantly now, because, like, I don't do it now that much. I've changed a lot in the past year and a half. So the anxiety was like 99% of me, because that's all there could be. If you have social anxiety, you can't, like, interact with people. That takes up a lot of space, I guess. It's not like who you are, but it takes up a lot of space. So once that's gone, obviously you have a lot of room for other stuff, other personality things that can come forward. But I've been feeling like without this channel, I haven't processed who I've become. I think this channel could help me with that. My last therapist, I'm still in therapy, but the last therapist I had started me journaling, and the thing that's come out of that is trying to, like, understand my new version of myself. Like, who is this person? Maybe it's not as profound as it seems in my head, but, like, who is this person, and what does he like? What doesn't he like? One way that I noticed, the reason I understood myself before with this channel was that I was being creative. And so I have notes about creativity. I think it's very important. So that's maybe what I'll talk about in the next video. Being creative to help understand yourself. Doing YouTube videos to understand yourself better, so that you can, I guess I want to better connect to Danielle and my friends. More importantly, Danielle for now. And then later, like, build a friend group. And then having deeper in-person connections, because I understand my in-person self. I want it, but then how would I do that here? I want to understand my in-person self that I relate to other people with. Well, okay, we're learning. See, I'm already learning. Well, that's the point. Like, I'm talking and now I'm learning what I need. I want to understand the version of myself that connects to other people in person. Before, I understood myself, singular and wrapped in social anxiety. I understood that person, but I don't fully understand this person today. What helped me understand myself before, because before this channel, I didn't understand the social anxiety insular person. Then I understood him, but then I kind of became a different person and also started relating to other people, and I didn't understand how to do that or to fully realize that aspect of my life. And I want to. And that's done through creativity. Maybe? I don't know. There's another way to do it. I'll do it that way. But for now, creativity. What am I doing? If anybody's watching. Is anybody watching? I looked back at I'll have to respond to the comments I had on my last couple videos, because I, like, got a lot of comments. I had like 10 likes or something. But I don't know. I'm so old. I'm 31. I'm dying. Well, I'm so old. What is YouTube? What is Skibbity Toilet? When I started this channel, I was like a millennial, and millennial was like young. But now, like, I go to work and there's Gen Z people there, and it's like, what? That's not allowed. I remember I was trying to think of, in the last video I made, I was trying to think of, like, a sign off. And I was like, keep trying. Dumb. Big dumb idiot. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that I used to end every video saying see you tomorrow, because I was, like, promising myself that I wouldn't kill myself. And, yeah, I mean, even just watching the last video I made, I am so disconnected from that person, which is, it doesn't feel great, because it's me. This is a lot to unpack. A lot to unpack. So yeah, hopefully there's a video in here somewhere. I haven't done this in 2 years, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I love you. How about that? Who do I love? That's dumb. Have a good one. Have a good one. Let's go, Mets. How about we try a new one every day, like Comedy Bang Bang. So today will be goodbye, see you next time, bye bye. Okay, goodbye, see you next time, bye bye, goodbye. Goodbye, see you, bye bye. You can go now, bye bye. Bye bye. Can I tell you one thing right at the end? I don't know. Therapy is good and bad. And the last therapist was good. One of the therapists, I don't remember. I think it was I've had 6 therapists. I think it was the 4th one. He was like, you don't make eye contact with. We were doing Zoom therapy, and he was like, I notice you don't make eye contact. Well, I'm looking at the screen. Looking at the screen. That's not your eyes. I'm not looking at why would I look at the camera? I don't even look at the camera. Why do you? He's like, we have to work on your eye contact or something. I don't know. He was fine, but how's my eye contact now, doctor? Is this good eye contact? Love you. Bye bye. Now here's the story from A to Z. You wanna get worried? You gotta listen carefully. Bubbles up,